Okay, so yesterday we were doing a question and some of the students asked me to repeat this one. If yeah, if A and B, if A and B are two matrices such that AB is equals to B and BA is equals to A, then right. So they were the question was that how A square is equals to A and B square is equals to B we will prove. Okay, so I will prove that only. So if this is given, so suppose you have A square, so A square I can write as A into A, right? A square I can write as A into A. Now see, here value of A is BA, value of A is BA, so I will substitute this value here. So if A, this in this I will substitute BA. So sorry, in this I will substitute BA, so this is A into this one I will substitute as BA. Okay, so this one I will substitute as BA, so this will become BA, this is right. So now AB we know AB is equals to B, so again this will be B, AB I will substitute as BA, so again this will become BA, so this is BA is nothing but A. So here we, from here we got A square is equals to, right? Similar thing we can do with B square. So similarly, if B square is equals to B into B, right? So B is AB. So what I will do, I will substitute this one B as AB. So B is equals to AB. So I will substitute this B is AB. So this will become B into AB, right? Now A is equals to BA. So I will substitute this BA as A, right? So this will become AB. Now AB is nothing but B, so this will become B. So here B square is equals to B. So these both becomes idempotent matrices. So A and B are both both idempotent. Okay, then we can solve the question. Okay, so let's copy this one. Let's go. Sorry. Okay, I hope this one is clear. Okay, so we have already seen how we will get a matrix multiplied. We have already seen how we will get a matrix multiplied. Okay, so suppose so suppose we have two matrices. Suppose A is a matrix of M cross N and B is a matrix of, because here we have N, so this will be N cross suppose P. Okay, so A is a matrix of M cross N and B is a matrix of N cross P. So if A element of A can be written as Aij M cross N, and element of B can be written as suppose Bij, and this is N cross P. Okay, so I will first, we will see what is the how can we write in general, how we can we write in general for A and B. Okay, so if suppose I am multiplying a matrix A and B, so this I can write as C. Suppose matrix C, so C matrix will be of the order of M cross P. So C matrix will be of the order of M cross P. Okay, fine. So let's write first matrix A. So suppose matrix A is of M cross N. So if I'm writing A11, then we will write A12, A13 till A1N. Okay, because N columns, right? Similarly, I will write A21, A22, A23 till A2N. Similarly, this will go up to AM1, AM2, AM3 till AMN. Okay, so this is matrix A. Fine. I will write matrix B also. So matrix B. So matrix B will have n columns. Okay, so matrix B I will write B11, B21, B31 till BP1, then B22, B23, B2, sorry, B222, B, uh, sorry, B12, B1, sorry, B22, B32, and so on. Similarly, this will go up to, because number of columns of B are P, number of columns of B are P. So this will go up to B1P, B2P till B, B, this will go up to B, N, P. Okay, because the number of, sorry, just wait. This is N, B, N, 1. Okay, so now number of columns and number of rows, I've represented the elements of A and B. So this is matrix B. So let's see first element, when I will multiply this row with this column, what I will get. So C11, because I have already written, when I will multiply matrix, this will be C11. So I'm writing C11 as, so C11 I can write as A11 into B11, A11 into B11, right? A1 plus A12 plus A12 into B21, B into B21 plus A13 into B31 plus A14 into B41 till which element? A1n and Bn1. So till A1n and Bn1. Okay, so this is C11. Similarly, if I'll write C12, that means second element. So second element will be this C12 if I'll write. So C12, so this will be A11 into B12, B12 plus A12 into B22 plus A13 into B32 and so on till A1n into Bn2. Right? And similarly, I can write all the other elements. So if I have to write a general statement, if I have to write in general that what will be the element, of C. So I can write Cij. Cij will be nothing but sigma of. Cij will be nothing but the sigma of C. If I will write C11, so here this is same. This is same for each element when it is multiplied. This is same. This is same. Right? This is all same. Similarly for this one, this is same. This is same. Sorry, this is 2. This is 2. This is 2. A12, B, A, sorry, A1. Yeah, this is correct. Right? So this is also same. A11, B12, A12, B22, and so on. This is same. So if I have to write in general, how do we multiply two matrices? I can simply write sigma of. So this is if I'll write Cij. So if I will write, let's see. So if I will write Cij, see here 1. So everything is in 1, right? Here it is 2. So inside the thing it will become, right? So if I have to write Cij, so just think about it, how will I write Cij for each element multiplied? What will I write instead of Cij for each matrix if I multiply? Just check it. Remember, you have to write in general statement. You have to write in general. How will you write the sigma of the multiplication of two matrices? Think about it. Have you got? See, so what we can do is, so here Cij, so if see 1 and 2, so 1 and 2 here, so we can write sigma of, so this is 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4 5 5, right? So this here, see 1 and 1 1 and 1 1 and 1 and 1 and 1, everywhere it is 1. So the only thing which is changing is this thing, right? For each and other element, these elements are same. So see this one, see this one, this is 1, so this is 1, and this is 2, so everywhere you will get 2. This is 1, so this is 1, and this is 2. 1, 2, 1 and 2. So if I have to write Cij. If I have to write Cij, then we can get something like this. We can get something like this. AI1 B1J. AI1 B1J plus AI2 B2J plus AI3 B3J plus AI4 B4J plus A till which element? Last one. AIN BNJ. Just check this. So suppose if I'll write C11, so A11, B11, A12, B21, A13, B31, and so on. So that means if I will write all the elements of Cij, so this we can write sigma of R moving from 1 to N, R moving from 1 to N, AI1, AIR, and BRJ. Just check this. So this we can write as a general result of two matrices when they are multiplied. Okay, just check this and copy this first. Okay, just copy this, then we'll do a question based on this. Just copy this. Okay, everybody understood? Fine. So let's see. Just wait. Not able to get the chat. Okay, I hope this everybody understood. Like, so let's see a question. This was asked in JEE Advance 2013. So this question was asked in Advance 2013. Okay, and the question is, let let omega be a complex cube root, be a complex cube root of unity. Okay, let omega be a complex cube root of unity with omega not equals to 1. Okay, and p is a matrix given as Pij, element is given as Pij. Okay, n cross n. Okay, with Pij is equals to, with the elements given as omega to the power I plus j. Okay, they have given omega to the power I plus j. Pij is equals to omega to the power I plus j. If p square is equals to o, if p square is equals to o, then n can take values a 57, b 55, c 33, and d 6. Okay, this was asked in JEE Advanced 2013. Okay, try to solve this. Use this concept. Okay, solve it. Okay, try to solve using the previous concept which I have given, that multiplication of matrix can be written as in a general form also. Okay, did anybody get? Let's see. 6 multiplication. Okay. Hi, this is multiple choice question. This is multiple choice question. B, C, D. Okay. No, 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 no. We can transpose. Option D. Okay. Option D is correct. Option. So the answer is A, C, D. A, C, D. This is a multiple choice, multiple correct answer. So this choice is A, C, D. See. So we have already seen. So P square. We have to write P square, right? So we have already seen that if I multiply a matrix, it will give me this form, right? So let's copy this one. So if I multiply matrix, so it should give me this form. So that means P, so let's P square, let's take P square of, because P square is n cross n, so P square will also give you n cross n matrix. So let's take P square be a matrix T of n cross n. So Tij I can write as Tij, I can write as sigma of R is equals to 1 to n, sigma of R is equals to 1 to n, PIR into PRJ. Okay, I can write it like this. Yeah, okay, fine. So I can write it like this. So let's see. So PIR, so PIR and PRJ, let's see what value we will get for this, because they have already given that Pij is this thing, right? So if I'll write sigma of R is equals to 1 to n, so PIR, so this will be PIR. So PIR will be given by omega to the power I plus R. Okay, and PRJ will be given by omega to the power R plus J. R plus J, right? So this we can write, instead of P I can write this, instead of P I can write this. So I will write omega to the power I plus R and omega to the power R plus J, right? So this will simply become sigma of R is equals to 1 to n omega I plus J, and omega 2R. Okay, omega I plus J and omega 2R. Now see, here the sigma is only on R. So I can take I plus J outside. So I can take I plus J outside. So this will simply become omega to the power I plus J sigma of R is equals to 1 to n omega to the power 2R. Till here everything is okay. For till here everybody understood? Fine. So we will get Pij, Tij, which is a multiplication of which we have written as multiplication of matrix. We are getting as omega to the power I plus J into sigma of R is equals to 1 to n omega 2R. Okay. So let's see what this is. So Tij, each element is omega to the power I plus J sigma of R is equals to 1 to n omega to the power 2R, right? So if I will take the sum of this, so from R is equals to 1 to n, so this is omega I plus J, so this is omega 2 omega square plus omega to the power 4 plus omega to the power 6 and so on till omega to the power 2n, right? So if I'll find the sum of this, so this is omega I plus J, this is omega square, I can take common, so this is omega plus omega square plus omega cube, omega, this is, if I will take omega square, so common, so, or even if I won't take common, so this is how many elements? N elements, right? Common factor is omega square, so I can write omega 2 n minus 1 upon omega square minus 1. Okay, so this is the sum. sum of GP. So this will become the sum of GP. Now see, okay, so this is the sum of GP. Now if this is the sum of GP, so this will be omega I plus j in plus 2, omega I plus j plus 2 divided by omega square minus 1, and this whole thing is multiplied by omega to the power 2n minus 1, right? So T, I, J are all these elements, right? Now see, for E, and they have already given, they have also given that P square is a null matrix. That means each element should be 0. That means each element should be 0 for different values of I n, for different values of I j, for different values of I j. This part cannot be equal to 0. We know this part is not also equal to 0 because omega is not equals to 1. Now only this part has to be equal to 0. Means each element, this part should be equals to 0. That means omega to the power 2n should be equals omega to the power 2n should be equals to 1, and this is possible only when this is a multiple of 3. This is a multiple of 3, right? This is only equals to 1 when this is a multiple of 3. That means n is a multiple of 3. Okay, and in the option we have 3 multiples of 3, 57, 33 and 6. So these all 3 will be the answer. Okay, fine, just copy this. Everybody understood? Did everybody understood? Yes or no? Okay, which part? Kishore, which part you want me to repeat? Sir, see, for different I and j. So if I will use this concept, if I'll use I and j, so if I'll write different elements of Tij. So let's see, let's write different elements of Tij. So Tij will be equals to, or T matrix, complete T matrix will be equals to, okay. So if I'll use 1 1, so this is omega to the power 4 into omega to the power 2n minus 1 divided by omega square minus 1, 1 2. So this is omega to the power 1 2, 2 plus 2 3 and 4. So this is omega to the power 5, omega to the power 2n minus 1 divided by omega square minus 1, and so on. So all the elements of T matrix will be like this. Now see, in this case, this is not equal to 0, this is not equal to 0, this is not equal to 0, this is not equal to 0. So only one element is common in all the elements, which is omega to the power 2n minus 1. Right? And we know omega cube is 1, omega 6 is 1, omega 9 is 1. And that means whenever this power of omega is multiple of 3, this will become 1. So that means omega to the power something should be equals to 1. That is why this will be 0. This is 0. This is 0, because they have already given that this should be 0, right? So when this is true, that means this all the powers of omega should be a multiple of 3. That means 2n should be a multiple of 3. That means n should be a multiple of 3, right? Because this is 2 into n. So that means n should be a multiple of 3. Only then each and every element will become 0, and this will become, T will become a null matrix. Okay, fine. So let's copy this. This is, if I will take no, don't this. I told you, no, I have not taken omega square common. Even if you take omega square common, or omega square, even if you won't take common, this is a sum of GP. This is sum of GP. This is sum of GP, where this is the first term, a into r to the power n minus 1 upon r minus 1, where r is the common ratio. So common ratio is omega square to the power n minus 1 upon omega square minus 1. So this is just a sum of GP. Okay, fine. Okay, fine, very good. Okay, so this was a question based on the multiplication of matrix. This was asked in 2013. This was asked in 2013 JEE Advanced. Okay, now let's move forward and let's see. So from now onwards, like, we will see some more properties of transpose and different kind of matrices, and from next class onwards we will start moving towards a determinant, and then from determinant we'll move on to inverse of a matrix. Okay, so we already have seen what is a transpose. So we will just see some different properties. So we have already seen what is transpose of a matrix. Transpose of a matrix, right? We have seen what is a transpose of a matrix means. So transpose of matrix means the row becomes column and the column becomes rows. Okay, so let's see some properties of transpose. Properties of transpose, very general property. I will just write them because I think we have already done them. So anyways, so A transpose whole transpose will be A, first property. This we have already seen. Second property is A plus B transpose. A plus B transpose will be A transpose plus B transpose, right? Addition and addition will not have any difference. Third is A minus B transpose will also be equals to A transpose minus B transpose. Fourth property is K into A transpose. Sorry, K into A whole transpose. This is a constant scalar value where K is a constant. Okay, is equals to K into A transpose. The constant will come outside and you will simply get the constant outside and transpose of the matrix. Fifth will be A B transpose is equals to B transpose into A transpose. This we have already seen. Okay, fine. Okay, so now these property we have already seen, right? So now the thing is that if we will, and we have also know what are skew matrix and skew symmetric and symmetric matrix. We also know what are symmetric and skew symmetric matrix. Symmetric matrix, right? We already know what is symmetric and skew symmetric matrix, right? So now we will see how can we define a symmetric matrix using the determinant, using the transpose of a matrix. So if any matrix satisfies this property, if A transpose is equals to A, then it is a symmetric matrix. How we can get this? Because all the elements about the diagonals were same, all the elements about the principal diagonals were same, so we can write this property, right? All the elements about the, okay, fine. Next is skew symmetric. Skew symmetric matrix, right? So for skew symmetric matrix, if symmetric matrix is A transpose is equals to A, so skew symmetric matrix will be simply A transpose will be equals to minus of A, right? If matrix is symmetric, then this will be true. Using the transpose, we are defining that symmetric and skew symmetric matrix using the transpose. Okay, so transpose of a matrix will give you A, and skew symmetric matrix will be transpose of a matrix should give you minus A. So let's take a very small example, A B C D, right? So if this is a matrix and if I will write it as a symmetric matrix, so suppose A B C C, so if I'll take the transpose of this matrix, this will be AC and this will become CB, right? So even the transpose is equals to the same matrix. And suppose if it was skew symmetric matrix, that means AC minus CB. Okay, if I'll take the transpose of this will become A, this will become so for skew symmetric matrix this will be 0. For skew symmetric matrix these elements will be 0, right? So this is C and minus C, so this is 0. C, this is minus C, and this is 0, right? If I will take minus common, so this will be 0, minus C, C, and 0, right? So skew symmetric matrix can be written as A transpose in minus of A. Understood? Okay, fine. Everybody understood? Very good. This everybody understood? Okay, so we have written symmetric and skew symmetric matrix in terms of the transpose. Okay, fine. So just copy this one also. Okay, fine. Some few more properties on symmetric and skew symmetric matrix which you can remember, because while solving the sum these properties will come in handy. So the properties of symmetric matrix. Okay, fine. So the first is, if A is a symmetric matrix, okay, if A is a symmetric matrix, okay, of Now, if A is a symmetric matrix, we know that it is of the order of n cross n. That means it's a square matrix. There is no doubt about it. And if A is a symmetric matrix, obviously it will be a square matrix. Okay. So if A is a symmetric matrix, then minus A, K is a constant, A transpose, A to the power n, A inverse, and B transpose A into B. These all matrices will also be a symmetric matrix. Symmetric matrix. If A is a symmetric matrix, then by this one we can understand. This one we can understand. Okay, this one will be symmetric matrix. This one also we can understand. This is symmetric matrix. A transpose, definition of symmetric matrix is A transpose is equals to A. So this will also be a symmetric matrix. We can check for this one. This one we will check later. So we can check for A to the power n. Okay, so let's see. So A to the power n, I'm checking for A to the power n, how this will be a symmetric matrix. So we know A to the power n can be written as A into A into A into A into A n times. So this can be written as n times, right? So symmetric matrix will be if A and A to the power n transpose will also be equals to A to the power n. Okay, so let's see. If I will take the transpose of this matrix, that means A to the power n transpose. So this will become, last matrix will come up first. So A transpose into A transpose into A transpose into A transpose till n times A transpose. And we know because A is a symmetric matrix, each matrix will also become A. So this is A till n times, right? So this whole will again become A to the power n. So hence A to the power n is also a symmetric matrix. Okay, understood? Similarly for B transpose A into B, how this will be a symmetric matrix? So B transpose A into B. If I will take the transpose of this, so this will become B transpose A transpose into B transpose whole transpose. So this will simply become B transpose. A transpose is nothing but A into this will become B. So this is again, so that means this is also a symmetric matrix. Okay, so copy this one, copy these, so these three are okay. These three you should remember. Okay, inverse thing I will tell you when we have done inverse. Okay, so copy this one also. Okay, everybody understood this one? Okay, let's do some more properties. So this was symmetric matrix. Let's see the properties of a skew symmetric matrix. Something similar to these, one also, these one only. Okay, this is okay, right? So next, let's see. Okay, so properties of skew symmetric matrix. Okay, so the properties are, first one is, if again, if A is a skew symmetric, A is a skew symmetric matrix. If A is a skew symmetric matrix, right, that means A transpose is equals to minus of A. Then first, then A to the power 2n, A to the power 2n is a symmetric matrix, is a symmetric matrix. Okay, for n belongs to natural number. Okay, obviously n belongs to natural number. Second is A to the power 2n is symmetric matrix. A to the power 2n plus 1 is a skew symmetric matrix. Skew symmetric matrix, again for n belongs to natural number. Okay, so this is similar to the previous one, So here why 2n will be a symmetric? Because 2n minus and minus will be multiplied 2n times. That means even number of times. So this will become a symmetric matrix. Here minus and minus will multiply how many times? This will be multiplied odd number of times. So this will become a skew symmetric matrix. Okay, third one is Ka is also a skew symmetric matrix. Okay, fourth one is B transpose AB. B transpose AE is also a skew symmetric matrix. Fine. So the thing which changes this one. So if a to the power n, if n is or even, if a to the power something is even, then it will become symmetric, and if it a to the power something odd, it will become skew symmetric, remaining the properties are same. Okay, so copy these one also. Copy these one also. Sir, can you prove like, sir, a to the power n? Yeah, a to the power n you can prove. Kishore, can you explain what? Trace of a, Subiksha, trace of a is the sum of all the diagonals. So trace of a will be a, b, c, d, e, f, d, e, f. So trace will be sum of all the diagonals. This we have already discussed. Yesterday we have done a question on this also. So trace of a will be simply a plus b plus c. Trace of a will be the simply the addition of all the diagonal element. That's it. Trace of a will be the addition of all the diagonal element. That is, there is no nothing tricky about it. है ना? If sir, if for matrix, if any of the properties of symmetric matrix satisfy, then we can say it is symmetric. Yes. If any of the properties of symmetric matrix satisfy, then you can say that it is a symmetric matrix. है ना? So suppose any of the properties of this is satisfied, that a to the power n transpose is also a to the power n, then it is a symmetric matrix. And similarly for this one also. Okay. Yeah, it goes vice, means it goes backward also. Right? Okay. By this one, everybody understood? Fine. So let's okay. So let's see one small, very simple question based on this. So they have given a1, a2, a2 and minus 1. Okay. Rn skew symmetric matrices. Skew symmetric matrices of same order. Of same order. Okay. You can take as n. Okay. I have same order n. Then b. Then b is equals to sigma of r is equals to 1 to n 2r minus 1 into a 2r minus 1 to the power 2r minus 1. Okay, so they have given b as this matrix. Okay, so power 2r minus 1, that means power is odd. Okay, so you have to find, then b is this, you have to find, then b is a symmetric, b skew symmetric, c is neither symmetric, neither, or d is data insufficient. Data neither symmetric nor skew symmetric, and last is data is insufficient. Find it out. If suppose if in yesterday's questions which I have given, if they have given determinant of a, however, I will explain determinant of a just after this. I will explain what is the determinant of a. A determinant of a question, if you have got yesterday or inverse, just leave those questions as for now. Okay. Determinant of a, I will explain just after this question. Okay. Yeah, B is correct. Very good. Yes. Okay. So for symmetric and skew symmetric, we just have to check that B transpose is equals to B for symmetric, and B transpose is equals to minus B for skew symmetric. Okay, we just have to check this one. So what we can do, we can take transpose of this. So B is equals to sigma of R is equals to 1 to n. So if I'll open this, so this will simply become, just wait. If I will open this will simply become, this is 2r, so this is 1 into a1, 1 a to the power 1 plus So this then you will have 2 minus 1. So this is hard. So this will become 3 a3 plus a3 cube plus 5 a5 to the power 5 plus 7 a7 to the power 7 and so on till last value will be 2n minus 1 a 2n minus 1 to the power 2n minus 1. So if I'll take transpose of this, so this will be whole transpose. So that means transpose can be taken for individual matrices separately because these all are added up. So this will be 1 into a1 transpose plus 3 into a3 cube transpose plus 5 into a5 to the power 5 transpose plus 7 into a7 to the power 7 transpose and so on. So every transpose will give you minus. So this is minus of a1 transpose plus 3 into a3 cube minus then again minus because this transpose 5 into a5 to the power 5 minus 7 into a7 to the power 7 and so on. So everywhere minus is common, so I can take minus common and whatever in the inside is nothing but b. So we got b transpose is equals to minus b, so hence it is a skew symmetric matrix. Okay, everybody understood? Yes, very simple question. Just check it once again, then we'll move on to the next part. But everybody understood this question? Okay, let's copy this fast. Okay, fine. So let's move on to the new topic, which is determinant of a matrix. Okay, so till now we have done the properties of different matrix and different. Yeah, because so we can come simply to the conclusion because sorry, 3a cube. Yeah. So we can simply come to the conclusion that whatever this will be, the minus will come outside because all the powers are odd. All the powers are odd. So this is odd 1, 3, 5, 7 and 2a minus 2n minus 1. Right. So all the powers are odd. So whenever you will take transpose, so for transpose minus sign will come outside. That means all will have minus sign multiplied with it. So minus sign I can take common. So this will simply become minus of b. This is b after taking minus sign. So this will be understood. Fine. Okay, so next topic is determinant of a matrix. Determinant. Fine. So this is our next step moving towards a inverse of a matrix. So before inverse of a matrix, determinant is very important. So after determinant, we will move towards inverse of a matrix. Inverse of a matrix. Okay, so before inverse of a matrix, we have to know what is the meaning of determinant. Okay. It comes in the matrix concept only. It comes into matrix concept only. So we are finding determinant of a matrix. So we will see what is a determinant. What does determinant of a matrix means? So the first thing is the determinant of matrix will only be talked about. We will find determinant determinant of a matrix only for square matrix, that means of the order n cross n. Only for square matrix we can find a determinant, not for any other kind of matrix. Only for square matrix, whatever the square matrix is, we can find determinant for that. Okay. Second is determinant is a scalar value. That means it's a constant. Okay, see, determinant and inverse of a matrix we needed to find because we had determinant and matrices are used. The most important use of determinant and the matrices, or the matrices as in general, the most important use of matrices is to find the solution of equations. to find the solution of equations in different variables. Okay, so matrices were used initially, or matrices are used till now to find the solution of different equations, right? So equations can be used in finding, in using a solution of the equation. If there is a solution, can be find by using the matrix, and in calculation of big data and all, the determinant is matrix is used. And to find the solution, we need determinant. And why we need determinant? Because determinant is used to find inverse. Okay, fine. Okay, so see, so determinant of A generally will be represented by, so matrix A, square matrix A, so generally will be represented by this. Or suppose matrix A is A, so matrix was written in square bracket, right? A, B, C, D. So if you have to find a determinant of A, this will be used as a mod, written in the form of mod. So don't think that this is a modulus, है? This will be determinant of A. So this will be A, B, C, D. This means determinant of A. Okay, so this means a determinant of A, also written as determinant of A, right? This is not a mod. So suppose matrix A is a singular matrix, or a 1 cross matrix, suppose -2. Okay, so if I'll find the determinant of A, so this will be -2, so this will be -2. Okay, this is the sign of a determinant, है? This is not a modulus. Okay, but it represented in a similar manner, है? Don't think that this is modulus sign. Okay, represented in a similar manner. Fine, this everybody understood? So first thing, a very simple determinant of 2 cross 2 matrix. Very simple, 1, 2, 3, 4. Suppose if I have to find the determinant of this. So simply this into this minus this into this. 1 into 4 minus 2 into 3. So this is 4 minus 6. This is -2. Okay. So determinant of 2 cross 2 matrix is simple. We all know determinant of simple 2 cross 2 matrix. Okay, so suppose we have a matrix like 1, 5, 6, 4. So the determinant of this matrix, so right, this means determinant. Okay, if I am writing is this 1, 6, 5, 4, then this means a matrix. This means a matrix, array of elements. Okay, 1, 5, 6, 4. And this means matrix where we have 2 rows and 2 columns, 2 rows and 2 columns, and 2 cross 2. But if I'm writing is like this, that means this is a determinant. This is the value. This is a scalar constant, scalar value. So this is 1 into 4 minus 5 into 6. So 4 of 30 minus 4. So this is minus of 26. Understood? So this is a scalar value, determinant, and this is a matrix. Fine. Okay. Now see, to find determinant of, so this was 2 cross 2 matrix and 1 cross 1 matrix. We have seen determinant, right? Now let's see. So for 3 cross 3 matrix, to find the determinant of 3 cross 3 matrix, first we have to see some terms related to determinant. Okay, so first we will see what is the meaning of minor of a matrix. Okay, so suppose you have a 3 cross 3 minor of a determinant. Sorry, minor of a determinant. So suppose you have 3 cross 3 determinant of 3 cross 3 matrix. So suppose you have A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. Suppose you have something like this. Okay, so if I have to find the minor, so minor, so how many elements are there in this? 3 into 3. So total elements are 3 into 3, that means 9. So total elements are 9. So total number of minors will also be 9. So number of minors will also be 9. That means for each element you can find a minor. So minor, what does minor mean? A minor will be represented by M11, suppose M12, M13 till M33. So these are the representation of minor of this determinant. Okay, so suppose if you have to find the minor M11, okay, suppose you have to find the minor M11. Okay, so what I will do for 1 element, so 1 and 1, so this will also be same, 1 and 1. For 1 element, I will remove that row, and I will remove that column. I will remove that column and I will remove that row. So whatever is left out is this thing. And I will find the determinant of this small matrix, 2 cross 2 matrix. Okay, so M11 will be simply A22 into A33 minus A23 into A32. Simple as that. Okay, so suppose I have to find the determinant of A12. Suppose I have to find the determinant of A12. Suppose I have to find the determinant of A12. So what I will do, I will, A12 means this element. So this element means I will remove this complete column and I will remove this complete row. Okay, then I will have this small matrix. So I will find the determinant of this small array. So this is A21 into A33. So M12 will be A21 into A33 minus A23 into A31. So this is the minor A12. So I hope everybody understood. Matrix will why sir always it should be a square matrix like cross product. Uh, uh, for which one you are asking? Lakshya, you are asking for minor. Minor will also be a for minor you are asking. See what is happening is, yeah. So what is happening is, so total number of rows were 2, total number of columns were 3. Sorry, total number of rows were 3 and total number of columns were 3. For minor, what I am doing, I am removing one row, one column. I am removing one row and one column. So if one row is removed, 3 minus 1, so how many rows are left? 2. One column I am removing, so how many columns are left? 2. So that means you will again get a square matrix inside this when I will remove. So you can find the determinant of this. So somebody is asking what is the minor of 2 cross A22. So let's see, A22 means this element. So for this element I will remove this column and this row, right? So what will be the minor of A22? So so minor 22 will be simply A11 into A33, this multiplied with this multiplied with this, and this multiplied with this. So A11, so minor will be simply A11 into A33 minus A13 into A31. This is the minor. Okay, so everybody understood? Understood? So this is the minor. Okay, so I will give you one example. So let's see one example. So suppose you have a matrix, a determinant of A. Suppose you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, suppose you have. So suppose find the value of minor for A, minor for matrix A, 2, 3, minor for matrix A, 3, 2, and minor for matrix A, 3, 3. Okay, find these three values. Find what is M23, M32, and M33. Find it and tell me fast. हाँ बच्चे, determinant is only defined for square matrix बच्चा. Lakshya, determinant is only defined for square matrix, है ना? Determinant is only defined for square matrix because the way we are finding determinant will be only applicable when the matrix are square, है ना? Determinant will only be applicable when the matrix are square. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so I'm getting answers. -6, okay, so let's see. So first we have to find M23. So this is 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. So for this one, this is this is element A, 2, 3, right? So that means I will remove this row, column and this row. So this is 1 into 8 minus 7 into 2. So 1 into 8 minus 7 into 2. So this is 8 minus 14. So this is 6, minus of 6. Right? Okay. So now we have to find M32. So M32 means third row and second column. So this is that element. So I will remove this M32. That is 1 into 6 minus 4 into 3. So 1 into 6 minus 4 into 3. So this is 6 minus 12, which is nothing but -6. Okay. This also is okay. Fine. Now next is last one is A33. So that means this element I will remove this column and this row. 1 into 5 minus 4 into 2. 1 into 5 minus 4 into 2. 1 into 5 minus 4 into 2. So this is 5 minus 8. So this is -3. So -6, -6, and -3. Okay. Everybody's okay? But see, this is the logic behind multiplying it like this is because when we are finding the solution of our equations, we are finding the solution of different equation, then uh, see, do you remember when we were finding in quadratic equations, in quadratic equation we had common roots, we have two common roots. So suppose a1 x square plus b1 x plus c1 is equal to 0, right? And we have a2 x square plus b2 x plus c2 is equal to 0 when we were finding the common roots, right? If you remember, so then x square was b1 into c1 into this thing, so b1 into c1 minus c1 into b2, right? So when we were finding the common roots, what we did is we were using after calculating actually, so we were getting the matrix kind, so we were getting b1 into c1 c2 into c1 minus c1 into b2, right? And we were equating it minus x, then we were writing a1 into c2 minus c1 into a2 is equals to 1 upon a1 into b2 minus b1 into a2, right? We were writing like this, है ना? How did we get this? We actually found the values of x1 x2, we actually found the values of x square x and 1, we actually found the values of the common roots, है ना? But we also saw that this we can easily write in terms of a determinant. This we can easily write in terms of a determinant. How? So suppose if I'm writing this as x square, x and 1. So we can write a1, b1, c1 and a2, b2 and c2. Okay. So what we did, first we actually found out the solution of different equations. First we actually found out the solution of different equation, and then we realized that by converting this into a matrix form, it will be very easy for us. So first what we did, first we found out the solution, and then we found out the matrix method, and determinant method, right? So this we first actually found out this solution, and then we thought that okay, there must be an easy way to find out, because every time we are getting something like this, b1 c2 and minus c2, and these two elements are multiplied. So then we converted into a matrix method which will be easy for us to represent, that is why matrix and determinant are a method of finding solution in an easier way. Okay, fine, everybody understood? But I will give you till minor. The topic for test will be till minor. I will give you. If there is any other part, I will remove that from the test. Okay, fine. So the test topic will be till your minor. Okay, till minor of a determinant. Okay, so I will share the PDF now. Okay, remember on Sunday you have test. Sunday is a test, and the test timings are from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Anytime you can just open the window and you can write the test. Okay, if you want to take the snapshot, okay, if you want to take the snapshot, you can take. I'm sharing the, I'll also share the PDF. But it's very simple. Now, if you're not getting PDF, you have my number. You can send me a message and ask me to give you the PDF. I will give you the PDF. Okay. If you're not getting the PDF, however, all the students are getting PDF, so you should also get. So if you're not getting PDF, then you can simply send me a message. I can send you the PDF. Okay. Just wait. I'm downloading it now. Just wait. Okay, I've uploaded the PDF. You can download it now. Okay, fine. Chalo. Thank you very much. Please solve the questions which I've given as homework. Today I'm not giving any homework because you have exams. So please solve those questions. If you have inverse in that question, okay. If you have inverse of question, then just leave it. Okay. Just now I have uploaded the PDF, bacha. You can download it now. Okay, you can download it now. Sir, please. Okay, chalo. Thanks a lot.